Did you know that Cameron Dallas's middle name is Alexander? But that's not the only fascinating fact we have for you today. Let's dive into the world of intriguing information, where you'll discover things you never knew you wanted to know. Like this one, for instance. When you lean in for a kiss, which way do you tilt your head? If you're like the majority, you probably tilt it to the right. Interesting, isn't it? Now, let's take a journey to the stars. Have you ever wondered where the name Milky Way comes from? It's derived from the Greek words Galaxius Kyklos, meaning milky circle. This is due to its appearance as a dim, milky band in the sky. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember that the Milky Way is just a milky circle. Now, let's move on to some peculiar facts about our own bodies. Have you ever had a tickle in your throat that you just can't seem to shake? Well, here's a bizarre body fact for you. Scratching your ear can actually relieve that annoying throat tickle. Yes, you heard that right. This is because when you scratch your ear, it creates a reflex in the throat that can cause a muscle spasm, which relieves the tickle. So, next time you're plagued with an irritating throat tickle, give your ear a scratch and see what happens. Now, here's something that might leave you a bit disoriented. Did you know that without a visual point, humans can't walk in a straight line? That's right. When blindfolded, we tend to walk in circles rather than in a straight line. This phenomenon is commonly attributed to slight asymmetries in our body structure and differences in leg strength, which cause us to veer off course. It just goes to show how much we rely on our vision to navigate the world around us. Finally, let's talk about something we all love: food. More specifically, let's talk about carrots. These crunchy orange vegetables are a staple in many of our diets, and for a good reason. They're packed with vitamin A, which is good for our eyesight, and they can also help improve our skin health. But did you know that carrots have zero fat content? That's right, zero. Not only are they delicious and nutritious, but they're also a great choice if you're trying to maintain a low-fat diet. So remember, if your throat tickles, just scratch your ear. Keep in mind that we can't walk straight without a visual point. And don't forget to include carrots in your diet because they're absolutely fat-free. Stay tuned for more fascinating facts in our next segment. From our bodies to the animal kingdom, there are surprising facts everywhere. Let's dive into some astonishing animal facts that are sure to leave you amazed. Our first wonder takes us to the vastness of outer space. But we're not talking about astronauts. Did you know that fruit flies were the first living creatures to be sent into space? Yes, these tiny insects boldly went where no fruit fly had gone before, back in 1947. They might be a nuisance in your kitchen, but they're pioneers in space travel. Moving from the cosmos to the aquatic world, we have an interesting tidbit about a certain species of catfish. Most catfish are nocturnal, preferring to be active during the cool, quiet nights. However, the peppered cory catfish breaks this norm. This little fish, with its unique black and white speckled pattern, is more active during the day. It seems our peppered cory catfish is a bit of a daydreamer. Wouldn't you agree? Finally, let's turn our attention to one of the bravest creatures in the animal kingdom, the mongoose. These small, agile creatures are known for their ferocity, especially when it comes to snakes. But what if I told you that they are immune to snake venom? Yes, you heard it right. A mongoose can take on a venomous snake without fear thanks to a special protein in their body that neutralizes snake venom. It's like having a built-in anti-venom kit. From fruit flies exploring outer space to a catfish that prefers the daylight to a mongoose that laughs in the face of venomous snakes, the animal kingdom is full of surprises. It just goes to show you never know where you'll find the most fascinating facts. Isn't it fascinating to think of a mongoose fearlessly facing a venomous snake? Now let's venture into the vast universe around us. When we look up at the night sky, it's easy to feel small amidst the countless stars twinkling above us. But have you ever wondered just how many stars there are? Brace yourselves because the numbers are astronomical. Believe it or not, there are more stars in space than there are grains of sand on every single beach in the world. That's right. The cosmos is so vast and so filled with stars that their total number surpasses the billions, trillions, and even quadrillions of sand grains that cover our Earth's beaches. Moving on, let's talk about the second largest planet in our solar system, Saturn. It's known for its stunning rings and its size, being only smaller than Jupiter. But here's a fact that might surprise you. Despite its colossal size, Saturn is the lightest planet in our solar system. It's so light, in fact, that if there were a bathtub large enough to hold Saturn, it would float in the water. It's all because of its low density, which is less than that of water. Finally, let's bring it back a little closer to home, our home planet, that is. Earth is covered in about 70% water. But did you know that only 3% of that water is fresh? The rest is salt water found in our oceans. And here's another interesting tidbit. Lake Superior, the largest of the Great Lakes, contains a whopping 10% of the world's fresh water. It's so large that it's the size of South Carolina and contains 2,900 cubic miles of water. So while we're busy exploring the cosmos and marveling at the sheer number of stars and the lightness of Saturn, it's worth remembering that we have our own wonders right here on Earth. Fresh water is a precious resource, and Lake Superior is a testament to that. And to think all the fresh water in Lake Superior only accounts for 10% of the world's fresh water. Before we wrap up, here are some quick-fire fun facts for you. Did you know that Cards Against Humanity, the popular party game, is also an environmental activist? They bought an island in Maine to preserve wildlife, and they named it, of all things, Hawaii too. And here's a quirky fact: you can actually polish your leather products like handbags or shoes with the inside of a banana skin. Just rub it on and wipe it off with a cloth. Now this next one might make you think twice before you snap your next selfie. It turns out that selfies are more dangerous than you might think. In fact, selfies now cause more deaths each year than shark attacks. Yes, you heard that right. The leading cause? Falling from heights. And there you have it. A whirlwind tour of some of the most intriguing, surprising, and downright bizarre facts out there. Thanks for joining us on this journey of discovery.